Hello everyone, let's talk about the differences between Windows 11 version 26H2 and 25H2. So Microsoft is getting ready to drop version 26H2 later this year, probably around September, October, but we still don't have the exact release date. And if you're tracking version numbers, you are probably thinking, great, another massive operating system upgrade that's going to take hours to install and potentially break my PC. Well, I've got some good news for you. It turns out 26H2 and 25H2 are almost identical under the hood. In fact, calling 26H2 a major upgrade is a bit of a stretch. Today we're breaking down what is actually changing, why Microsoft is shifting gears, and whether you even need to care about upgrading. Let's dive in. Let's clear up the biggest point right out of the gate. Technically speaking, Windows 11 versions 25H2 and 26H2 share the exact same core platform and servicing branch. What that actually means for you? It means when 26H2 rolls out, your PC isn't going to download a massive multi-gigabyte operating system file that completely reinstalls Windows. Instead, Microsoft is delivering it as a tiny enabling package. Think of it like a digital light switch. The code for the new features is already sitting quietly on your computer if you're running 25H2. The 26H2 update simply flips the switch to turn them on and bumping your version number up. Because of that, they share the same exact monthly security updates. Quick side note though, don't confuse this with version 26H2. That's a completely separate hardware exclusive release meant for the next gen Snapdragon chips. If you are on any standard Intel or AMD hardware, 26H2 is your true path forward. So if the plumbing is the same, what do you actually get when you flip the switch? Microsoft is focusing on their Windows K2 initiative here, which is really just a fancy way of saying that they're polishing the rough edges, improving security, and optimizing performance rather than reinventing the wheel. But there are a few highly requested user interface tweaks coming to the start menu and the taskbar, for example. So as part of the changes for the start menu, we are now going to see that Microsoft will be adding an option to resize the start menu, giving you two different options, including a small or large. You can also now decide which section appears on the start menu, and if you don't like any of the sections, you can turn them all off, and then you're going to have an empty start menu. Now, if we look at the settings for the taskbar, we're now going to see that Microsoft is adding back the ability to reposition the taskbar to the top or sides of the screen. And you can also make the taskbar smaller. Also, Windows Update is getting a big overhaul, and this one is a lifesaver. Windows Update is getting a major upgrade that lets you pause updates indefinitely. However, you're going to have to do that in chunks of 35 days. Even better, Microsoft is grouping patches together to cut down your monthly reboots to just one per month. You're also going to see features like point-in-time restore, administrator protection, and probably some additions to AI. Of course, you will also see many of these features and improvements even before upgrading to 26H2 because, as I mentioned before, this version is the same under the hood as version 25H2, and Microsoft is delivering the changes throughout the year. But also check the link in the description that I have a comprehensive video showcasing all the biggest features that we're going to see on version 26H2. If you're sitting on version 25H2 right now, upgrading to 26H2 is going to be incredibly painless. It installs as fast as a normal monthly security patch. But is it worth rushing to get it? Honestly, from a day-to-day feel, your PC is not going to feel significantly different. But the real reason you want to grab the update is the support life cycle. Every time you accept one of these annual enabling packages, Microsoft resets your support clock. That ensures you keep getting vital security patches and bug fixes down the line. If you're still lagging behind on version 24H2, jumping straight to 26H2 is a no-brainer. It is a smooth transition that brings your system completely up to speed. Look, This is the kind of Windows release that won't exactly blow people away with flashy marketing, but honestly, that's exactly why I like it. Microsoft is prioritizing predictability and system stability over chaotic annual surprises. No messy upgrade cycles, just a polished operating system. But I want to know what you think. Are you planning to upgrade to version 26H2 the second it drops, or are you holding off until you're forced to? Let me know in the comments below. Also, like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. And I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.